All right. Mercury is over, but it's still the energy of the full moon. Let us see what is happening now. What we're going to talk about today is the emotional cycles of your fight, flight, and freeze. So now, let's see. Renee, can you hear me? Yes, perfect. Facebook, can you hear me now? I really hope so. Anyway, Natalie, fix your volume. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. So firstly, how was your week? How are you? How are you coping? How are you dealing with all this craziness that is happening with us, with the energies, with the shifting? Have you been finding that the fighting is almost over, but you are releasing people from your life? That people just come and go and being released in a very smooth, interesting way. Let me just check here. That's fine. Let us do this one. So basically what I've been finding, that the energies are shifting so quick that we are actually not allowing ourselves to... Okay, this is all too much for me here. I'll just do this. Energies are just moving so quickly that we don't even have time to process. And what does it mean? It means that there's no time. I have to say, a very, very, very good soul friend of mine, for those who saw my post on Facebook, I lost a very good friend. Her name is Vicky. May she rest in peace. And the cancer got her. We managed to kind of keep her alive for a few months, but the time to go has gone, and she will forever be missed in my life. And if any of you have ever received Reiki from me, then she is your grandma. She is the one who attuned me, and I tuned her to 𝗨𝗃𝗃. So we kind of been each other's Reiki masters. And that was our little joke, but just loved her so much. So if we can just say a little prayer for Vicky and just say, may she rest in peace, and all the pathways and the portals will be open for her, that will be very, very appreciated. So what I wanted to talk to you today about, Natalie, fix your volume in your iPad, is actually the presentation. So the Mind, Body, Spirit have done a daily presentation, which is pretty awesome. And it's been a while. It's been 2 years since we've actually done one. But I really wanted to talk about how important it is to shift and to move a trauma from your life. And how many of you have been doing cycles of trauma, cycles of emotional cycles, cycles of repeating behavior that doesn't serve you anymore? And when you're doing such thing, you're actually suffering within yourself, and it doesn't help you to shift anything anymore. So when we are connecting to terrible, I guess, events that had happened to us in the past, we keep repeating the pattern, okay? And let me give you the definition of an emotional cycle. So emotion, hi Sam, emotions are, it's a repeating of patterns and behavior that actually affects our body. They affect us, they make us cry, they make us sing, they make us laugh, it can be positive or negative, right? So when we are connecting through that positivity, it is awesome. But when we are connecting through negativity, it is not good. Okay? So, and a cycle is a repeating. You go and you finish exactly at the same thing. And what did Albert Einstein definition of madness is? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay? Hi, Libby. And this is where things doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. So what is the fight, flight, and freeze? The fight, flight, and freeze is based on the meridian, the 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗇. The 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗇 is responsible for the 3 heats in the body. It is responsible to regulate your temperature. If you're too hot, if you're too cold. If you're too hot, you sweat, it cools your body. If you're too cold, you get shivers. It warms your body. It's like baby electric shocks, okay? And then we have the regulation of all the systems in the body. So as soon as you get stressed, boom, it goes into your head. The amygdala, the adrenal ascending sense. Amygdala is an almond-shaped gland, and it is sending this sensor abort mission. Boom, move everything and go. Now, in order to be able to move everything and go, if you need to now evacuate your house, what will you take with you? You'll grab a couple of things and you'll go, right? You're not going to take the TV. You're not going to take all the things that are not really essential. And that's what the body does. The body started to switch off the reproductive system, starting to do the digestive system. It's going to switch off anything, basically, that does not serve you right here, right now. So when you get that heat wave that goes through your body, in other words, you're effed, because you're saved and you're effed, because it makes you able to run and go for it. However, if you stay for too long in that cycle, your body doesn't know that the war is over. Okay? And hence, it will keep you in that state, and the body will start to switch off all those systems that it doesn't need to do anymore. But the body doesn't know it. So then your thyroid will either go hyper, too quick, or hypo, too sluggish. That's already put you into the flight mode. The flight mode is where the body starts to get really unwell. Let's see how long I can push it. It really takes you to be unwell and to start to switch off systems from the body. And it will affect everything. Reproductive system, it will affect your digestion, it will affect your brain, it will affect your thinking, it will affect headaches and migraines, it will start to affect inflammation. Inflammation is itis. Anything that has itis, arthritis, osteoporosis with all kind of itis. Give me examples of things that has itis in them. That is inflammation. And this is where we need to stop and to realize what is it that we do in the body, okay? I want you to ask yourself, to close your eyes for a second, not if you're driving, and I want you to ask yourself and to say, to declare, the war is over. Can you say that? The war is over. And tell me, please write to me, yes or no, or do thumbs up or thumbs down if it's not. The war is over and I am safe. Okay? And here, Lexi, you left, you moved. Boom. It's crazy. It's crazy. So the war is over and I am safe. Is it true? Is the war over? Are you feeling safe? Yes or no? Hi, Judy. So the war is over? Perfect. Beautiful. Who else have their war over or not? So you have here, but the battle goes on. There you go. Renee, the war is over. Anna, no. Yeah, and that's part of really what's happening in the system. And you will see. Part will, part won't. Again, that is okay. It is okay because at least you're aware of it. It is not okay because it's not a good state to be in. And when you are in that stress zone, then it's stressing, of course, the whole system. So then, what do you think that will be the emotional expression excuse me, the emotional expressions of that fight, flight, freeze? Tell me. When you are in a fight, you will scream, you will shout, you'll be angry, you'll be protective. Okay? Anything to do with the upper part of your body, it is fight. Anything to do with your lower part of the body, it is flight. You run, you go, you escape. Okay? And then you can't move. You're burnt out. You're gone. Yes, illness is one of it, of course. However, the body might still be your ally. Well, it's always your ally, but it still might be your ally and will wait. So Lexi here wrote to me that she packed her stuff, put it all in the car, and moved out of town, and she's gone. And it was very hectic, of course, because she was in a war zone, right? However, now that she has arrived to where she needs to, she's exhausted. Of course, the war is over. Now you're licking the wounds. Now you're seeing what it is that is really affecting you. And once that you can see what is really affecting you, you will be able to shift it and to move it. Does that make sense? I mean, if you look at me, my body is tired. My body is exhausted. It's been Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, non-stop from 9 till 9, basically. Standing on my feet, giving lectures, doing healings, making sure that we have enough staff, and so on and so on and so on. And that is okay. This is what I do. It's not a problem for me. The problem was for my volunteers, God bless them. And they were a bit tired. My voice is a bit, exhausted. And that is okay. But I'm still committed to you guys, and I am giving you this extra lecture. Okay? So, any questions so far? So part of those emotion of the, the flight, it can be as well anxiety, or that's actually the state, anxiety and depression, and I'm not good enough, or I do and it's never enough, or I'm feeling so sad, I'm feeling lonely, I'm feeling grumpy, I'm feeling upset. All these feelings are coming through. Now, what is the freeze? I don't even deserve to live. I want to take my life. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And so on and so on. So then what does one do? Right? Where does it affecting still on the physical emotion? Remember how I always talk to you about my the 7 sources? Yes, I will not only give advice, I will give you an exercise, okay? So the issues that might arise from the top to the bottom goes with headaches and migraines and pain, goes with jaw, go with clenching, go with grinding, go with neckache, go with backache, upper, lower, middle, goes with digestive problem, goes with so many ailments, go with the digestion can go. The beginning could be too much acid, could be large intestine problem, could be constipation, could be diarrhea, could be then problem with the leg, with the knees, with the ankles, with the feet, with the bunion, could be then on the physical, could be on the emotional, with depression and anxiety, with neurotic, the mental, and so on and so on. So the question here, what are the 7 sources? So I've created a little module that is called the 7 sources of self-mastery. And this is where we have to look at everything on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, family, social, and work. And when you're looking at all of them, you can analyze where you are in any one of these levels. You're going to do the course with us, Maytal, and I'm going to pump you to come and join and do the course. I'm talking about that as well. So my course, the 28 Lessons of Self-Mastery, will start on the 5th of July. It's 4 Tuesdays, 3.5 to 4 hours, probably 3.5 hours. Afternoon, 5:30, 5:45, and it is awesome because you will shift so many things, and that will be really, really good. So a lot of the emotions goes through the meridians, and the meridians are those invisible energy lines. Letting go for the large intestine, sweetness of life for the spleen. Are you craving sugar? Are you craving salty? That's part of the things as well that I'm teaching at the course about addictions. What kind of addiction do you have? Is it sweet? So are you feeling rejected, abandoned, dramas? Sweetness in life is missing. Are you content? If it is the metal, then it will be the smoking or overeating. That is lung, grief and mourning. Large intestine with the food. What aren't you letting go? What are you suppressing? And again, hiding, creating a shield, a buffer between you and the other. When we are looking and talking about the water, it's tears, it's salty, it's the kidney and the bladder, it's anxiety, dread, terror. And then how do we fix it, right? Going to the wood is the liver and gallbladder. It's alcohol, it's fat fried food, but it's anger and frustration and shouting. Okay? Then you have the fire. The fire has the heart, the small intestine, the adrenals, and the circulation sex, which is all the sexual hormones. The addictions of it are sex, porn, shopping, gambling. Okay, so sex, porn, shopping, gambling, electronics, and drugs. So when you are looking at all of that, then what are the emotion that goes there? Where is that empty heart? How do we fill it up? And this is what we will learn as well at the course. Cutting cords, boundaries, so much more. So this is where we need to look at the breaking an emotional cycles. Would you like to break an emotional cycle? Can you give me thumbs up if you want to break an emotional cycle? I can do something for you right now. Yes. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4. Yes. What about the Insta family? Do you want to release an emotional trauma? That is good. Promise me that you're not driving, okay? If you're doing it, don't do it while you're driving. Okay, good. That's good. I need to see that you're really here and you're listening. So basically what I want you to do, I want you to focus on something that you've been doing forever. An emotional cycle or a pain, or if something is happening to you, you keep repeating. Gia, we need to book you again for the aura, right? Yes. We need to see what is it something that you keep doing and then it's repeating. It's repeating for you. So for example, if you get annoyed or if you get upset, you will go and do it again. So you'll go and eat, or you will go and smoke, or you will go and binge, or you will go binge drinking, or you'll take drugs. Okay? So what we need to do, we need to shift and change that energy. Okay? And once that you are recognizing that, we need to now shift it. So let's do a little process, okay? So I want you to sit comfortably. I want you to take a few deep breaths. And what we're going to do, I want you to focus on I'll call it a trauma, I'll call it a trigger, I'll call it something that you keep doing and you don't want to do anymore. You had enough of it. So, for example, I can tell you, when I know that with work that I'm doing on my inner child all the time for years, every time that I crave this simple crisps like potato chips. They are the simple one. I go and I suddenly have a craving, like if I've done any process or something and I'm touching really close to whatever the traumas that I had in my past, that's what I'm craving. Not anything else, not fancy flavors, not anything, just a specific potato chips. And why is that? Because in Israel, when I grew up, we had tapu chips, which was potato with chips and potato chips. And that was the flavor that it was. So even though that now in Israel they have all the other flavors, let's say in the 70s, it wasn't there. 70s, 80s, it wasn't there. So that's what I use to have as a treat or a cover. So think of something that you go to or that you crave that is out of the ordinary. And you know, usually my diet is immaculate. So I will not touch or eat any of this anyway. But when it's craving, I know that something is happening. So then I know that I need to approach my little girl and ask what is happening. So let's start. So close your eyes and connect to this trauma, connect to this cycle, connect to this behavior that is happening to you. You're connecting to it, and I want you to see what is the source of it. When did you actually start to do it? Is it you, the adult, or is it a younger part of you? And if it is a younger part of you, how young is it? Okay? So once that you're seeing how young it is, I want you to go there. Go say to your 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, whenever it is. If you move the country, what age were you? Was there a trauma there? So as you go there, as you see it, as you move it, I want you, the adult, the beautiful adult that you are now, with all the tools that you have, I want you to go to that core and hug your child. Stop the pattern. What will be the tool that you will do? If they were in danger, you need to stop that danger. We had someone that has been a father that's been hitting the child. Then the adult currently now went there and stopped the fight. He told them, no, you're not going to hit her, the little girl. So if you need to intervene for your younger self, go there and tell whomever is there, take your child out of the situation. Take the child out of the situation and move the trauma. Change the pattern. Once that you are changing this pattern, once that you are breaking that loop, you don't have to repeat it right here, right now. You don't have to do it again. Or when it does happen, what do? Do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you eat? Do you eat shit food? Do you eat specific food? What is it that you do that you need to change in order for you to be connected to your current self? How many of you drink alcohol because your parents did? How many of you don't drink alcohol because your parent did? But when you are in that fuck it moment, yes, I did say fuck it moment, you will go back to that old pattern, because this is where A, the pattern started, B, when you're feeling safe, when it's not right to break, when you can't bear the change. And this is where we need to make the change right here, right now. I need you, whatever age that you are, go to your little self and hug them and kiss them and tell them that they're safe. Move them, remove them from the situation, or unless they're feeling lonely, hug them, hold them. Tell them how amazing they are and how good life is now. Show them what you have. Show them what you have achieved. And like this, you are actually moving the energy to shift it, if that makes sense. Okay? So now, once that you brought them back into right here, right now, can you tell me how does it feel? Do you still have to do the same pattern? I'm going to reveal to you a little secret. If you are speaking another language and your trauma was created in a different language, I want you to tell your little child, your inner little child, in your own language, original language, that they are safe and that the war is over. If that makes sense to you. So say, the war is over and I am safe, or you are safe in that specific language, okay? And this is where your energy is going to change. This is where you're going to become really clear. Because I can tell you, 22 years at my clinic, over 35,000 clients hours that I've done. Okay? Over 35,000 clients hours. Here, I'll just say to you all. Over 35,000 clients hours, I can tell you, people are doing therapy over and over again and it's not fully clear. Now it is clear because you've cleared it in the origin language and you can let it go. Does that make sense? And how are you feeling? Tell me. Right. And this is where we are changing the energy, the growth, the moving, the shifting. Are you back with me here? Once that you are connected, a bit confused. Okay, what are you confused about, Belinda? You're taking you, how old are you now, Belinda? I'll demonstrate it on Belinda. Belinda, how old, young are you now? Write to me. Let's do it live. There's nothing like a live. I love it. You're taking your current self. I'm 51, okay? And let's say 50, there you go. You're taking your current self and you're saying, oh, when I'm bored, or when I'm lonely, or when I'm upset, what are you doing? You're thinking all these negative thoughts. Say, nobody loves me. You're being an Eeyore. I'm so sad. I'm so lonely. Nobody loves me. Okay? So as you're looking at this, 𝗕𝗵𝘂𝗵𝗁 the Frenchie. Hello, Jennifer. Okay? Be an Eeyore, right? You're being miserably Eeyored. I'm so lonely. Nobody loves me. I don't know what to do. Boo, 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 boo. I want you to go to the origin of that Eeyore time. And maybe at the age of 5 or 6 or 7, nobody wanted to play with you. You were lonely. You were sad. Someone has already created that, or something has created this pattern. Okay? Does that make sense now, Belinda? I want the 50-year-old or the current self go to that part of you, the 5, 6, the Eeyore part, and I want you to tigger it. Bounce, 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 bounce. Move it. Move it into that joy and say, no, with facts. Use facts. Because no one can argue facts. Use facts and say, no, you're not lonely. No, you have people around you. And even if you don't, no, I'm capable to go and to drive. Take myself to the movies, take myself to the beach, take myself for a walk, and do it. If the pattern, Belinda, started at birth, then it's karmic. We can't be victims. We have to change it. Even if you were a true victim, you must change it into action. Because even if you would have seen, if you were witnessing something like this is happening, even if you were abandoned in birth, which is horrible and horrific, currently, your current age, your current adult self will not allow this to happen, to see it. You know, as they say, you won't let it happen in your shift, right? So you go there, you take that baby, you take that self, you care for it, you nurture it, and you're saying you are loved. The war is over. You are loved. And like this, you are starting the healing process. You're starting the healing process from the essence, from the source, from the core. 𝗪𝗏. And this is where everything is shifting. You're moving the eor. You're becoming factual. Becoming factual like Winnie. And you're gonna bounce like Tigger. Okay? And that is where you need to shift the energy. Because even if you look at the rabbit, he's like, think about it, right? 4 characters in Winnie the Pooh. I'm just giving it to you now. That's what I'm getting to show you. You have the rabbit, right? And he's what? Anxious. Always. You have Eeyore, he's the depressive. You have Tigger, who is bounce, totally optimist. And you have Winnie. What's the day today? Today is today. Tomorrow is tomorrow. I don't know what day it is today, but today is the time to enjoy. Today is the time to have fun and to be powerful that you are. Okay? Yesterday or the past is history. Tomorrow is mystery. Today is the present. That's why it's a gift. And especially, as I said before, when my friend passed away, there's no time like now. Fuck the bullshit. No time like now. So bring it on. And this is part of the things that I am teaching in my course. We're connecting to the inner child. We're doing the boundaries, the control, the addictions, moving everything, cutting cords from everything that doesn't serve you anymore. And this is why it is so amazing. So again, let us continue. How do we want life to be? We want to do self-care. We want to meditate. We want to be able to read. We want to, on an emotional level, right? On an emotional level, we want to have the joy. We want to have the happiness. We want to have stability. You know, I was thinking today, reflecting, I had finally some time to myself to recuperate. And I did my nails. Do you like my nails? How awesome are they? By Atomic Pink, the most amazing Anna. Because this is self-care. I love doing my nails. It's self-care. Do them every few weeks. Have fun. New energy, new colors. So I was thinking to myself how lucky we are to actually to be able to achieve what we want and to let go of what we don't want and to live and be with awareness. It is oh so liberating. And your awareness and your awakeness is what makes the difference in life. Does that make sense? Because otherwise it's too hard. Otherwise it is too hard, and we just need to be able to do the things that we really want to do. By the way, energy protection. Remember the transformational shield. Energy protection for you to clear your energy. So, do you have any questions for me? Ask me if you have any questions. My course will start on the 5th of July, 5, 12, 19, 26 of July, and it is 1800 and early bird is 1600 if you want to be able to talk to me. I promise you, your energy will change. I will guarantee that your energy will change. And if you have problem with the payment, talk to me and we will do a payment plan. This is it, okay? So that was my lecture that I did at the Mind, Body, Spirit. I hope that you enjoyed it. And now, who would like me to pull a card for them? And the card will be, and by the way, on the 1st of July, it's going to be the 22nd year of my clinic. And I'm planning to do some birthday gifts for you. Not just for me, for you. So stay tuned. So, this is my amazing deck of cards from Survive to Thrive, because this is what I want. So just to be clear again, even if you are currently on Survive, which is dead meat, you will shift by reading the affirmations to Thrive. And there are so many layers to this deck of cards. So you have the colors of the chakras, you have the levels of transformation, you have the affirmation, and you can meditate on this vehicle that is energy vehicle. Okay? So, who would like a card? Oh, here you go. We are starting. I need to sit more comfortably and move my recliner. You wait. In a couple of weeks, I hope my house will be ready finally. Opa. Oops. Wrong. Aphuch, gute. Then I'll be able to show you all the crystals because they're still packed near me. Might give you the tour of the Soul Alchemist crystals. I remember when I moved here 20-something years ago, my father, when they came, I asked them to bring my crystal from Tel Aviv, from Israel. And he said to me, why don't you sell them? You know, you can make money for me. And I'm like, Dad, you don't sell your children. So for me, crystals are like children. And that's what it is. Okay. Shuffled. And let's see. Okay, I'll start today with Insta. Let's see who is here that wants to have. Yes. All right, Anna, you're the first one. So Anna Bloms 55, the card for you is stuck. Are you feeling a little bit stuck? I want you to say with me, and you can all say that, by the way. I am free from any sticky situation. I now choose to fly. I am free to fly. I am now free from any sticky situations. I now choose to fly. I am free to fly. Okay, that's for you, Anna. Sovereign, so that will be Renee. You know, when people told me that at the expo that they're following me on Insta, I'm like, what's your code name? Are you from the Mossad? Are you from the KGB? Are you from MI? Where are you from? Because you all have such different names. All right, Renee, the card for you is nurturing. I now nurture myself and others with love. And we know that you support your mom. So just do it with love. Okay? I now support myself and others with love. Kimbo Rose. You feeling a little bit lost and broken? Start by saying, I am now willing, ready, and able to love myself. But they're telling me to pull you another card, Kimbo. And it is, there you go, belonging. So the first one is lost and broken, but now it's belonging. So I now belong. I no longer long for love. I am love. So when you are love, you don't actually need to long for it, right? Because you are it. Okay, Jess Beam Tone. Jess, you are restoring. I now restore every cell in my body to full vitality. And this is coming from the survive, revive. So it's like pushing forward and moving, okay? Sophie Gerard. Sophie, integrity and clarity. Moving to revive, thrive, which is pretty awesome. I am now willing, ready, and able to be truthful to myself and others. My heart is open and clear. Okay? So that is for you, and that will open your communication a little bit more. 𝗕𝗵𝘂𝗵𝗁 the Frenchie. Jennifer, stop with the self-blame. I'm now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and others. And I'm guided to pull you another card. So the love for yourself and others. And now you need to reassess and be conscious. So I'm now willing, ready, and able to assess my life and find my true calling, especially now when you're assessing other options in your life. Find your true calling, and by that you will find the magic that you are looking for. Does that make sense? Hair by Oslam. Hair by Oslam, please don't be scattered. I now collect all my scattered pieces and move into clarity. I am united within myself. That is another perfect part. When you have shock in the system, you lose yourself to all these pieces. So you need to move it. You need to call yourself back. So the way that I do that, I usually stand under a waterfall and I summon all my scattered pieces to come to me purified and cleansed. So that's what you can do. Okay? You are all welcome. Anyone else? Now we'll move for a second to the Facebook group. So 𝗦𝗫 or 𝗦𝗫. Is 𝗦𝗫 like 𝗫𝗁? You know 𝗫𝗁, yes? 𝗫𝗁, will be without you. Doesn't matter. This is like I can't live without you. It was in the Bulgarian one. And the woman couldn't sing I can't live without you or live without you. So she said 𝗫𝗁. If you'll just YouTube 𝗫𝗁, you will see what I'm laughing. So 𝗦𝗫. My cells, it's about regeneration. Let's see if you can see it. My cells are now regenerating to full capacity on all levels and dimensions. So you're already healing. It's already shifting. That's moving. Ruth, a card for you. Ruth, are you feeling a little bit fearful and you need some more courage? I am now willing, ready, and able to be free of my fear. Let me give you another card. Because you are so strong and free. So the war is over and I am now free. You're all welcome here. If anyone wants another card, just let me know. Simone Murphy, a card for you. See, Simone doesn't have a code name. Simone is very clear. The card for you is wanting to change. I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe to change. I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe to change. Okay? Belinda, your card is refresh. Every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. This is so good. It's moving. It's shifting. Okay, is there anyone else who would love a card? Is Francis here? Card for you, Francis. The card for you, Francis, is happiness. I am now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵. The card for you is self-acceptance. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. Okay, one card for 𝗵𝗄. 𝗵𝗄 is free. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah, maybe like this. 𝗵𝗄 is free. Say, I am now free to be in my full potential and self-actualized. Okay? A card for Sharon Tal. Revive and balance. That's what I need. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. How am I ready to grow? This is what it is. If it doesn't make sense, just pulled another one. I am now willing, ready, and able to connect myself and the world through my heart center. That's the beautiful cards. Aren't they gorgeous? Come on, get them. They're only $40 instead of $45. Come on and get them because they're awesome. And they're just spot on every time. You want me to kidnap Princess and show her to you? Anyone else would like a card? I am happy to do another reading. I'm going to steal Princess. Wait. If she will let me. 1 second. 1 sec. We are stealing the cat. This is a very big threat that I'm doing here because I am wearing black. But except Princess here. And Princess is a very good advisor because she will just teach you how to rest because she doesn't do anything else but that. So is there anyone else who would like a card or anyone else who will have a question for me? She has a sister. Her name is Beauty, by the way. Don't you? So, just to recap, if you have any stress or drama or trauma that came to you from a very long time, the time to let it go is now. How will you do it? It's a lot of hair with this cat. How will you do it? By allowing yourself, I guess by allowing yourself to go to the source of it, go to the where it started, and then you can literally let it go. And once that you let it go, you don't have to repeat it. Or if you are doing it and you have to connect to it again, sorry, this is cats. You have to connect to it again, and she's going, done. You just connect to it and you realize that that's, so for example, if I will crave again the potato chips, then I know that it is because that my inner child is looking for attention. And once that you're looking for this attention, that's where I will give it to it or will understand. So I won't necessarily have to go and eat that potato chips, but I will realize that there is something happening here with the inner child. Does that make sense? So whatever craving that you have, that is where you need to shift it and to let it go. And that is part of that energy. Sophie, do you think I will meet my soulmate soon? I don't know. Come for a reading. We'll have a look. I am not psychic on tap. I'm so sorry. I can't do that like this. You're welcome to come. We will check. We will see where's the obstacles, what is happening. It is not. I'm sure. I can say, yeah, sure. But it doesn't work like this. So I'm sorry. But if you have other questions, you're more than happy to. Let me give one last card for everyone. And let us see. So I now choose to raise my vibration and be aware of all that is around me. And the last time that I said it, it happened very much so, and things have started to move in a very positive way. It seemed negative at the time because I have lost few people from my life. Does that make sense? But once that you raise your vibration, those who are not in your vibration will phase away. But you, not but even, and you will feel so much better. Because this is where you want to breathe. You want to breathe that fresh air. Okay? Yes, Simone, this shutdown feeling that you're feeling is a result of an old pattern. Exactly that. Brilliant. And last card is expression. My expression is now full of positive energy that fills me up with joy and positivity. This is raising vibration result. And this is what happens when you raise the vibration. I'll read it again. Say it with me. My expression is now full of positive energy that fills me up with joy and positivity. Capish? Comprende? Fashto? You got it? Vantem? Jejuz. Okay. So again, anything that you need energetically, physical, emotional, feel free to contact and ask me. You want to do aura photography, you want to do healing, kinesiology, counseling session, I'm here. Want to do my course, you will enjoy it for sure. And get the cards and lots of love. That's it. I'm here for you. Take care. Last question, last question, last question. Take care. Until we meet again next week, take care.